The Supreme Court has halted a judge's order that would have reinstated thousands of newly hired federal workers who were fired by the Trump administration.
The decision impacts nearly 16,000 so-called probationary federal workers. They were let go during mass firings aimed at downsizing the government's workforce. In a statement today, the plaintiffs in that case called the ruling, quote, deeply disappointing, and added that the battle is far from over. Joining us now, NBC News legal analyst Danny Savalos. So, Danny, first off, remind us which workers were involved, because so many government departments have been targeted. And what did the justices say about this decision?
The justices issued a relatively short order, and two liberal justices dissented. And essentially, it puts on hold the lower court's decision to reinstate these employees, which are several thousand across several different agencies. And it's going to agencies such as the Department of Defense and some of the other agencies that laid off these workers. And one of the things that the district court judge found originally is that the Office of Personnel Management didn't have the power to fire these workers. If they were to be fired or laid off, it should have been by the agencies themselves. OPM is not within those agencies. Office of Personnel Management, that agency is not within these agencies, and the district court judge concluded that they exceeded their power in laying off these employees directly.
So does this mean that they never get their jobs back at this point?
No, as with so many things going on in the Trump administration, these are all stays of stays of stays. In other words, courts are pausing other courts' decisions, and this is really just about preserving the status quo until the ultimate case is decided on the merits. But you bring up a good point that when it comes to these probationary workers, functionally, if they're not being reinstated for a certain period of time, they're going to go find other work. They're going to go find something else to do with their lives.
A lot of these were young people, right? They were new employees.
So this is one of those situations where a stay in this case may eventually lead to them just going off and getting other jobs, and they may never return, even if they someday are entitled to return.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.